Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Scarlett. A good man and an even better father. That's how friends and family describe this Kershaw County man found dead in a shallow grave 1 year ago. Today, loved ones are celebrating Adam Davis's life while seeking answers to his untimely death. Our Jenna Cisneros was at Davis's remembrance ceremony this afternoon and joins us live with more. Jenna?
Emily, about 100 people came out today to remember the life of Adam Davis. It's clear he was loved and cherished by many, and almost everyone in attendance was wearing these bracelets that read "Justice for Adam." And it's clear that his loved ones will not stop fighting until justice is served. Now, prior to the memorial starting, I did have the chance to speak with Adam's mom, and she describes her son as a person who loved life, a caring man, and a loving father. Adam and his children were living at a home with his mother at the time that he went missing. She said it was the night of December 29th, 2016 that Adam never made it back home. She says her family only became alarmed when his calls started going straight to voicemail. 10 weeks later, an anonymous letter with GPS coordinates led Kershaw County Sheriff's deputies to Adam's body in a shallow grave near Post Road in Lee County.
Somewhere out there is still somebody who took Adam's life, and the main thing that we want to get across today is we're still seeking justice. We want justice for Adam.
And Adam's mom tells me she wants to keep this case close to the public's eye, and like you just heard moments ago, she's not going to stop fighting until justice is served. Now, this investigation is still ongoing, so if you have any information, you are urged to contact the Kershaw County Sheriff's Department, and if you have anything, to keep contacting them and let them know about that. And for now, we are live at Memorial Park in Bethune. Jenna Cisneros, WIS News 10.
Thank you, Jenna. Some showers in the upstate this evening, but clear skies here in the Midlands. And we're tracking wet weather to end the weekend, though, plus more cold temperatures in the coming days. Meteorologist Kevin Arnunn has a first look at your forecast. Pretty nice today, though, Kevin.
Yeah, not too bad. So a lot of sunshine earlier today. Temperatures did make it into around 70 degrees. Now, a few showers right now in the upstate. Now, they are approaching the Midlands, but notice they are drying out. So we're really not going to see much in our viewing area. We'll even zoom in here, show you where we are as far as temperatures are concerned. Generally in the mid-60s, not too bad out there right now. Columbia 66, St. Matthews about 66, Orangeburg right now 65, and 67 is the temperature in Lexington. Now we'll see these temperatures cool off down to around 50 degrees overnight tonight. But notice the winds today that came from the southwesterly direction, kind of brought in the mild air. And that's going to be leaving us. Can't keep it too much longer here. We'll see those winds shift out of the northwest, bringing in that colder air. So we can't really last with this warm temperature. You can see as we go through the evening, 66 by 6 p.m. and then going down. Again, I kept the rain chances out of here just because that showers will diminish as they approach us. But by 8 o'clock, around 60. Then by 10 o'clock, we'll see those temperatures getting down into the 50s, staying overcast as we go through the night tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then we'll have to deal with some more rain. So again, 70% chance for the day tomorrow. However, most of the rain falls during the evening on Sunday into early on Monday. So grab that umbrella. You're going to need it. We'll time that out for you coming up on that Futurecast, and a major cool down coming in that 7-day. We'll have that as well. Emily, over to you.
Sights and sounds overnight in Orangeburg County as SCDOT crews worked through the night to remove and replace an overpass damaged in a deadly accident Friday. This is new video showing the work done to the westbound side of Four Holes Road overpass. It was damaged by a tractor trailer that went into the median and hit the bridge Friday morning around 10. Those westbound lanes have reopened to traffic this evening. Tonight, the eastbound lanes between exit 149 for SC 33 and exit 154 for Highway 301 will be closed as DOT crews work to remove the final 2 bridge spans. Those closures begin at 7 tonight. 4 people have been found dead at a Low Country home. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office says they received a call just before 11:30 this morning for a disturbance at a home in Mount Pleasant. When they arrived on the scene, they say they found 2 bodies inside the garage. The other 2 bodies were located outside. They say they do have a suspect in custody, but a motive remains unknown.
It was a call for service or report of disturbance. When they arrived, they observed 2 individuals deceased in the garage at this premises. They swept the residence. During a sweep of that residence, they located 2 more deceased individuals inside.
Deputies have not confirmed the cause of deaths, but they do not believe a gun was used. They say the circumstances surrounding the deaths and the possible relationship between the suspect and victims remain under investigation. 3 people are dead and 1 person has been injured after a shooting at a North Carolina bar Friday night. Officials say 2 men were found dead at the scene of Mr. D's Bar and Grill in Anson County. Another person later died at the hospital. No word yet on the names of the victims. Robbie Harris has been arrested and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon. Many questions remain tonight after an Army veteran returned to a California treatment center and held 3 women hostage at gunpoint before killing them and himself. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest on that investigation.
The hostage situation is over, but it is not good news. Late word tonight, 3 female hostages and the gunman all dead, found by SWAT teams that made entry shortly before 6 p.m.
We've worked closely together after many hours. Being out here today, hoping for a better resolution than we have come to you with.
The gunfire this morning and lockdown at the nation's largest state-run veterans home had staff and residents sheltering in place all day.
But they can hear a lot of action out there, and they can't see anything, but they hear a lot of action out there.
1,000 veterans from current conflicts dating back to the Second World War live here. Support services for veterans re-entering civilian life are based here. But this morning,
there was an exchange of gunfire fired by both our deputy and the suspect.
Workers at the facility able to phone out for help say they believe the suspect is a veteran who is involved in a PTSD program on the sprawling 600-acre facility.
I guess he got kicked out and came back with a gun and caused a hostage situation.
That dragged on after dark as SWAT teams waited it out, hoping time was on their side. But when they moved in, they made the grisly discovery.
Shortly before 6 p.m. this evening, law enforcement personnel made entry into the room where we felt the hostages were being held by the suspect, and unfortunately made the discovery of 3 deceased females and 1 deceased male suspect.
Veterans recovering from service to their country in harm's way here at home.
This could even happen today here. Very unusual to see it on a military installation.
Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News.
The Trump administration is proposing banning bump stocks, which turn semi-automatic weapons into automatic ones. The Justice Department today submitted a proposed regulation that would prohibit the sale of the devices. Authorities say a bump stock was used in the mass shooting in Las Vegas last year that killed 58 people and injured hundreds. Today's move was expected after President Donald Trump ordered officials to work on a ban following the Florida school shooting. The proposal still needs approval from the White House Office of Management and Budget. Coming up, a standoff continues in California after a deadly shooting involving 2 officers Friday night. What led up to the shootout and how police are responding to the incident. Plus, a wonderful start to the weekend, but cold and wet weather aren't far behind. A full look at your forecast after the break. Today, some new faces were added to our First Alert weather team at Adventure Children's Museum. Kids had a chance to give the forecast with their favorite Midlands meteorologist at Weatherfest. And Kevin, looked like you all had a pretty good time with the kids.
We were having a great time. All the kids were able to go in front of the green screen and practice in front of the wall.
They love that stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they were having a blast with it. And we even had a green little curtain for them so they can go invisible. And we were having a good time and able to meet some of the meteorologists around and talk to some of the meteorologists from the National Weather Service too. So it was great. It was a great event.
Yeah, very cool. And maybe some young meteorologists that may join us.
Yeah, may take my job in a couple of years. I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right, so not so bad today, Kevin, but some not so great coming after.
Very changeable today. We went from a lot of sunshine earlier on and we saw the clouds start to increase. A couple showers in the upstate. Those are starting to dry out though, so we're going to stay mostly dry. I said earlier this morning, have the umbrella by your side just in case, but we are looking pretty good. So again, we'll still keep it in there. A couple showers. They will fizzle out as they move across the Midlands though. On and off rain for most of the day tomorrow. However, as we go into the evening hours into early Monday morning, that's when we're going to see the steady rain moving in. We're talking about a ½ inch to an inch when all said and done by midday on Monday, and then we're looking at another cool down. This one, well, I've been here for 3 cool downs. This is going to be the worst. We're talking temperatures only in the low 50s for highs and getting into the 20s and 30s for overnight lows. We'll have that coming up in the 7-day forecast.
Top headlines this evening. Police have surrounded a gunman in Pomona, California after they say he shot and killed an officer and wounded another Friday night. Right now, the gunman is barricaded in an apartment complex. SWAT teams moved in overnight and evacuated people living nearby. Investigators say it all began when police got a call about a reckless driver. Officers gave chase, which ended in an accident. That surviving officer remains in serious condition. Coming up in sports, Claflin begins its championship journey in the NCAA tournament. Highlights ahead. Plus, Carolina baseball looks to bring out the brooms against the Princeton Tigers. Sports is next.